Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I am reviving my ABH Norvina Volume 1 palette with 2 brand new looks. To my channel, a very special welcome to you. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. It's free, it's easy, and it helps you find all of my videos when I upload Tuesday through Friday. So if you're new to this series on my channel, every month I pick at least one palette to revive from the depths of my eyeshadow drawer. And what this means is that I pick a palette and I create 2 new looks that I've never created with that palette before. Today, like I said, we're gonna revive this Norvina Volume 1 palette. It's definitely my current favorite of the 3, although a subscriber did tell me that their 4th one is coming out. I went and looked at it. It's gorgeous. I want it so bad. I might have to try and dupe it. But meanwhile, I'm going to create 2 new looks with this palette today. I'm very excited and let's go ahead and get into those looks. Hi guys and welcome to look 1. Let's get into this. I hope this look turns out. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more strategic in placing the eyeshadows for this look based on the colors that I want to combine without mixing them. I'm going to be popping the shades that I'm using up on the screen as I use them so you can see, versus holding up this big palette and not being able to zoom in as much for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. The first shade I'm gonna go into is D1, which is a pretty true yellow. And I'm going to pop this in my transition area. I'm pretty sure when I did my video with this palette that I did use all of the colors in the palette, but I don't remember how or in what capacity I would have used this yellow. But I will link my original video down below where I created a bunch of looks with this palette, as well as the other 2 palettes, but this is the one that's in my Shop My Stash this month, and it's also it's the one that I've been longing to use again. So now going into E3, and I'm gonna try and keep this a little bit lower in the crease area. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Or do I still look like I have a bruise? Next, I'm gonna go into the shade B2, and I'm gonna put that on about the outer third to half of the lid. This is a really pretty warm brown shimmer. And the reason I'm going in with this brown is because the color, the pop of color that I want to use as a matte and outer corner shade, if mixed with yellow, not going to create a real pretty color. And the reason that is because they are complementary colors. I'm talking about putting a purple on my outer corner, and purple and yellow are complementary colors, so if they're mixed together they're going to neutralize each other and create a brown, a gray, something of that sort. And we don't want that, at least not today. Now going back into the original fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend in the crease and let this brown carry up a little bit over the yellow, but not completely hiding it. And this is just going to kind of create a little barrier between the yellow and the purple shade, so they don't mix together. I also want to take this brown shade on the lower lash line, just because it's more of a neutral color, and it's what I'm digging today. I just love a good shimmery brown on the lower lash line anyways. I think it's very flattering. And I have no idea what this little spot on my face is today, but it's annoying me. It's not really a blemish from what I can tell, but it's definitely red and unhappy. For the very most outer corner of the lid, the purpley shade that I want to go into is C4. It's purple, but it's got a little red to it, and I just think it would be really pretty with yellow. So I'm just tapping this over the outer fourth of the lid, right over that brown. And hopefully you can see, because we put that brown there, the purple is not mixing with the yellows that we have going on up in the crease. And this is a kind of a little trick that I like to use, is, you know, maybe using a neutral ribbit or another color to blend on the outer part of the lid and up into the crease to create that barrier in between the two colors that you generally would not mix, but they are complementary colors. They are meant to look nice together. They're just not meant to mix in a painting or face painting capacity. I'm out of coffee. That's not good. And then I'm just going to take the teeny tiniest, whatever's left on the brush, and take this on like the outer fourth of the lower lash line, mostly just so that the upstairs and the downstairs can connect, but it just also creates that really nice V shape on the outer V. For the lid, I'm gonna go in with C2 on my finger, but I do think I want to apply a glitter glue. This is one of the shades in the palette that's a little bit chunky.
Not that we hate on chunky around here.
Oh no! Look what happened to my glitter glue. The little applicator broke off in the tube. I guess I'm gonna try and squeeze a little out, and then I'm gonna have to get a new tube of glitter glue, I guess. What the heck? Going in with C2 on my phalange, I'm really going to press this down so as not to get it all over my face. Oh, that's bright. Not exactly what I had in mind, but we'll take it. It's been such a long time since I really got into color. Do you guys miss when I used to do more color? Did you watch more when I used to do more color? Let me know down below. In an effort to blend the purple and the yellow, I'm gonna go back in with B2, the shimmery brown that we used, and just tap back and forth between the yellow and purple shades for a little blend. Alright, going into the best white I've ever owned is C1, and while this is very matte, it is so brightening. Alright, what do we think? It's definitely more bold than what I was going for. I'm gonna pop off, do some maybe liner, definitely mascara, and a lip, and we'll come back and wrap up this look. Alright, and we're back. This is the final look. I did go ahead and finish off the eyeballs with my Bare Minerals Lashtopia lip mascara on the top lashes and my Milk Kush mascara on the lower lashes. And then for lips, I'm getting creative here. I have limited lip products and tons of variety and everything else. So for the lip today, I did use the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade Accept a Dare. It's this beautiful sort of berry plum color, but it's very full opacity. It's very matte, and I didn't want to go full opacity with this just because, let's say, you know, the eye look got a little out of hand. So what I did is applied some of this with a brush from Sony Kashuk. I don't know that it's a lip brush, but it's a synthetic brush that worked well. And then I took my, I was gonna say L'Oreal, Revlon Super Lustrous Melting Glass Shine lipstick in the shade Glazed Mauve over the top, just to sort of add a little shine, sort of knock down the brightness of the Maybelline lipstick a little bit, and I think it worked out pretty well. And you know, the hair is here as usual. So it's funny because I was washing laundry. I don't think I've I've worn this combination before. This little kimono I love for spring. Not that you guys care about fashion advice from me, but I actually saw these two things were hanging up to dry in the same batch of laundry the other day, and I saw these next to each other and I was like, that would be really pretty. And that's actually kind of what inspired this look today, so that's why I'm telling you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first look, and stay tuned because here comes the second. Here we are for the second look in reviving my ABH Norvina Volume 1. So let's go ahead and get started. I also wanted to mention that all of the makeup for both looks will be listed down in the description box below, along with the shades that I used for both looks. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. So I really want to do a lavender look today. I think I'm gonna be a little bit of a mixologist today. I think I'm going to mix a couple of shades. Okay, since lavender is more of a blue base versus a red base, I think I want to go in with this purple, which is B4, under the B4, and the white, and mix those together and hopefully create more of a lavender matte. Whew, the brain, she ain't working this morning. Okay, so I picked up the purple first, then I picked up a good amount of the white, and it does look pretty lavender, so let's see what we can do. I'm not one that mixes shadows a whole ton, but I like the option, which is why I love when palettes have a white and or a black shadow. You can do so much with those two shadows just by mixing them with other shadows. So this seems to be working out though. Just build this up a little bit in the crease. And this came out a little deeper this time, but that's okay actually. Using just B4, the blue base purple shade now, I'm going to use a teeny tiny Morphe brush and pick up some of that, tap it off really well, and this is going to go on the very outer part of the lid for just a teeny tiny bit of depth, definition, you know, just to make it look like we're wearing more colors or have more blendage than maybe we actually do. And I'm kind of bringing this in at an angle along the upper lash line, and I just like the effect that this has on the eye. I think it, you know, kind of elongates things and makes it look cool. I'm a woman of many words this morning. Still using the same shade, I'm going to take a little flat definer brush. It's just a flat square brush. Pick up some of that same shade, and I'm going to put this along the upper lash line. And in this sort of concentrated capacity, with it being on a small flat brush, it's going to look like a liner, and it's going to look like another shade. Even doing a little wing, and going to use this on the lower lash line. Last thing, I'm going to take a little bit of the pure white, which is C1, and just have a last little blend up here, kind of fading it into the wing and just making sure everything is very soft and blended. Now for the star of the show, I'm going to go into the shade A1 with my little phalanger to start, and very softly add this to the inner 2/3 of the lid. This is legitimately my favorite shade in the palette, and one of my favorites in my collection, to be honest. When I think of a lavender eyeshadow, I immediately think of this one. I love that. Now for the inner corner, I'm gonna go back into C1, that white shade. I absolutely adore this white. And I really just mostly wrapped that around the tear duct and then pulled it up a little tiny bit. So this is the eye look. I'm going to go ahead and pop off of here, do some mascara and a lip, and we'll come back and we'll wrap up the video. And here is the final look. I love it. I feel so fresh. The hair's doing her own thing, so we're gonna ignore her today as per usual. But I did go ahead and finish off the look with my Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara on the upper lashes, and then I did go ahead and use my Milk Kush mascara on the lower lashes. For lips, this was a little bit of a trick to find something, and I don't know that this would have been my pick if I wasn't doing the Shop My Stash experiment with the products that I would immediately repurchase should all my makeup disappear. If you missed that video, it'll be down in the description box and up in the cards. But I did go ahead and use my MAC Whirl lip liner. This is a really pretty rosy pink color. And then I went in with my NARS Satin Lip Pencil in the shade that I'll put on the screen because I can't pronounce it. And it also is just a really pretty rosy pink shade. And then I blotted a little bit with my flange. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed these two new looks with an older palette. I really had a good time revisiting this palette. I'm really glad that it's in my Shop My Stash for May because I have a lot of other color ideas that I want to play around with. But I love the looks that I came out with for this video, and I hope you did too. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. I hope that you're staying safe and well, and that you're being kind to others, but most of all to yourself, both mentally and physically. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful, new and revived makeup days, and I will see you in my next video real soon.